Watch the ship.
Kill.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Under.
Watch the ship.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Switch it, hey.
Shit.
There you go. 26.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Second and 6 at the 49ers 40-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Safe.
Here you go, 47.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, how about the passing numbers so far on this first drive?
Oh, no doubt about it. They're flinging it around pretty successfully. And look at the start. The confidence level that we see in him rising because he's hit a few early. And how about the last one? The big shot right there.
47. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Forced out to his left. Caught by Wilson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it because now everyone gets locked in. Their confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
56 is the mic.
Go. Get out there. Gun.
56. You can't block me.
Hey, kill.
56.
47. Under.
56. I got one. Mike's 56. 56.
We're going to 54. Right in.
Rush in.
26.
Prescott yet again. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Nick Bosa in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's going to be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. This is Coleman with the grab. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that.
They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 33-yard line.
Here we go. Black 80!
54 Mike. Here we go, here we go.
Man open, it's Goodwin.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Now Garoppolo. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
And from that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 9-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
Switch. Switch it. Hey.
Elliott. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Mike, 54.
Go to 54. Go to 54. Line.
Check 52.
Here we go, 46. 26.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he stopped immediately there. In on the stop, it was Travarius Moore. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Defense wins championship.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He gets this one to Johnson. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On first down, Elliott. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down. 86. 86. Let's 57, 56.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, it's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
Here we go. 80.
54.
1, Omaha. You ain't doing nothing.
To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Alert!
Check. Lucky.
11. Man.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Here we go. 4-8.
57, come on. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
26.
Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. And that's Elliott. Complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 7 yards there and a first down.
Here we go. 47. Done.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
57. Mike, 57.
26.
Prescott looks to throw on first. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Slam.
From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Check 37.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. 1-8. Under.
Pump.
26.
On second down, it's Pollard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Being chased out left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. DeForest Buckner able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
Here we go.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5.
Watch the twist.
Garoppolo looks to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field.
Here we go.
A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Here we go.
This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. Third and goal. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Matt Breida as the first half is winding down. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the line.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Prescott to throw it. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there. 2nd down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Garoppolo. On the screen, this is Coleman. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. So a 3rd and 9 and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
21. I got this.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. He's going to let them into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, kill. 26.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball, and that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
Here go 47. Kill. Watch Swerve. Swerve to 26.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off.
56, right there, 56. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. 56 is Mike. Took the ball.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Cooper was the target there, but now it's 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And again, it's Prescott. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab, and the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
It's never fun for a defense to run on the field knowing that they're having to defend a short field. Just the idea of trying to limit an offense in that position, daunting for a defense.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Check. 12, fellas, here we go.
Kill.
13.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. It's taken to the 26. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, It's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 21 yards. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Elliott. Elliott a first down and more. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 24 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Looking to throw. Garoppolo looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, 72 yards, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. A try here for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, Prescott. Oh, he's able to out-muscle him here as he pulls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That ball is caught. It's Gallup, touchdown Cowboys. Michael Gallup, 47 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain it.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Back now here on EA Sports, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Garoppolo now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Garoppolo now. Just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
See, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa, his second sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Hey, watch it.
47.
Mike 4.
Here we go, going to 53. Heavy. Here we go, going to 54, going to 54. Wide in. 26.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Eric Armstead able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
21.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Garoppolo. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. DeMarcus Lawrence, his second sack of the night.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
Here we go.
That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Let's go. Hey, let's get there.
2.
Check three. Hey, check three.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. A big play there for the Niners. 59 yards. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
12.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on 3rd. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And across the chalk into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Matt Breida, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Important extra point up and through, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
He's going to fire one deep over the... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. On first down, here's Breida. And pretty good pursuit there defensively. He's brought down, no gain on the play. Second down coming up.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Here we go.
Right there, 55.
They run again with Breida. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
44's getting the ball right there.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
Walk 54, walk 54. I don't think you got it.
He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Ratley. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Watch safety creep. Watch
21, 21.
safety creeping.
To throw is Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. Marquise Goodwin with time running out. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute. Extra point right down the middle. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Cowboys take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
47.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Back to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go, 46.
Shit, 33. 33. Now watch one, watch one. check Mike 33. All day, just like that. Just like that. Mike 33. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the 26.
One last shot now for Prescott. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now the offense will burn their third and